Scene 12. Enter Ophelia and Polonius.
Be not too tame in thy affections, lest he deem thy modesty not worth what's left of patience his, but nor do not give in too easily, that he shall want to wed in order to obtain thy fruit.
Father, the king his father dead, and talks thou of such things as marriage and of fruit in what I know not of?
These matters cannot wait, the time is dry, since king has died, he shall soon wear the crown, and thus we must conclude the love the two of thee have held since youth, and cannot hold our patience as we thought we could.
Didst thou not hear of what hast passed? The crown's no longer his. His father did renege inheritance of his, and now there's none to say who is the king.
Renege the crown, thou sayest? When shall it be restored? What hope have ye to woo a man who is not Hamlet or his age?
I cannot think of wooing nor of crowns, dear father. A long friend hath lost himself a parent on this day, and I shall find what comforts him without regard for my own gain, at risk of disobedience to thee.
Didst I say not to comfort him? Our prince is also dear to me, and I would deign his comfort be of great importance to my peace and happiness. I ne'er did say to not make comforts for the boy.
Enter Hamlet.
Good prince, what heaps of great remorse I have for what the kingdom and thyself have lost in this sad day, this tragic day that shall remain a day of sad remembrance ere the day of judgment comes upon this earth. I know thou seekst the company of my good daughter, and her softness shall provide some comfort for thy grief that I cannot. But ere I go, a quote from thy dear father shall suffice for parting words. Do not forget the favors done to thee in troubled times, and favor fruits of fruity flavor ere the time doth pass. He did so quote these words to me when he did hand me plums of great rotundity in honor of thy birth. And so farewell.
I have no words for thee, no words of such intelligence or sympathy to aid what sorrow burdens thee in this dark time. There are no words of such invention that exist, for if there were, the world would know of them as they would spread as fires spread on grassy plains, with vigor and with speed, to mark the potency of their great remedy.
There is a pit of dread that wells inside my soul. An overflowing spring that bursts within my chest, an abdomen that reeks of sadness and despair, despite what leaps and vaults my mind doth practice to overcome this horrid wave of misery, the justifications in my head for what has passed betwixt my father and myself. What guilt, what hopelessness, what parts of me are guilt, and what of me is hopelessness. I fail to separate the two, but as both consume the whole of me, and I cannot distinguish which be worse. But it must be guilt. It must be guilt. That is the worst that life can curse us with. What acts I have enacted will for all eternity be done, and will reside inside my soul to desolate all other thoughts beyond repair. But nay, now I do claim it must be hopelessness, for knowledge that I shall for all days after this feel not but this anguish that torments me now, that twists the innards of my stomach here, that plagues mine eyes with tears, that I do have in small supply to e'er express my heart, that clenches throat consistently for hours, and never tires of this task, to know that this is what my fate has cursed me with for all the time remaining in my life. That is the worst that life can curse, for this be hell, as hell is marked by despair for all eternity.
Let me consume what pain defiles thee. Embrace and soak thy sorrows from my heart, thy weary limbs. Oh, let me take some share. My pity cannot grow to greater lengths, for body mine cannot contain its weight.
A man will spend his life with notions false, that women's arms can heal what begriefs and plagues our minds. But 'tis not so. Or if it be the case, then I am broken past repair, my heart misshaped, or souls corrupt. It needs coercion to give remedy. Oh, beat them till they be the shape they were designed to be.
Oh, Hamlet, prince! Cease this madness and release thy hands. This punishment that thou inflicts upon thyself is much misplaced. This guilt is undeserved. The noble soul within thy heart cannot withstand this self-belittlement. Blame any human but thyself. Make blames on myself if it aids thee in this trial. There must be target for this rage, if only to divert it from thyself. How now? Where doth thou gaze? What look is this? I fear the hardness in thy eyes, that what I speak offends thee in some manner now.
Ophelia, such wisdom for thy youth and sex, it doth surmount the wise men of the court. There be a man for whom the blame belongs, a man of reason and of wrath. I pray he lurks but still within these walls, that I may make some vengeance for the state of mind my father did possess when he did pass. We must discover whereabouts of Venice ships, and punish those with wretched tongues and misused lips.
Exit Hamlet and Ophelia.